Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Christian travel. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Kelly drops it underneath to Thomas. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
54, right there, 54 miles.
To throw again on second down, Kelly. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wentz going to throw. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Switch. 80 weapon.
On second down now. It's Thomas, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Here's Kelly.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. On 4th down, Kelly. This is caught at the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Kelly. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Kelly on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense, because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Kelly to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Matchbox lights. Hey, exit.
Kelly now. Going to throw again. It's complete to Robinson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Thomas. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Genard Avery, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Kelly. That's going to be caught by Reed. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Next to score, Bills 10, Eagles nothing. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
I know you ain't got it. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Come. Great 15, great 15.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Bills 31, Eagles nothing. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Eagles take over.
Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Wentz now to throw. A beautiful fake. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 45 on second down. Wentz, he's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Charlie.
Ready? 49, guys. Mike, 49.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bills.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second down and goal. Wentz. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Kelly to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 60 or.
Watch the curl. Check 24.
A play fake. Now Kelly. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And this one complete to Burnett. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now 9 of 17 through the air.
74.
Wentz to throw again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now Wentz again. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover, When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Kelly. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Kelly. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. But nice pickup for a 1st down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Alpha. 26. Ready.
Now Kelly. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Hey, Gator.
Watch the run. They're running it.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And his kick is right through.
Next to score, Bills 38, Eagles 13.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw is Wentz. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
5.
Wentz going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
On 1st down, Thomas. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
Here we go. 15.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Thomas. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
On the double. 55. Here we go. Hey, orbit.
Throwing on second and long. Kelly. And this one complete to Reed. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Bills on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and a completion to Wilson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Lefty. Go.
On 1st down, Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, check. 3 out.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, Delta.
It's 4th down.
Mike's 49.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles get a score closer. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Man, I got you.
To throw, it's Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now wins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing is Wentz. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Cedric Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, it's Thomas. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Hey, wahoo! 59's Mike, check, 59. Get it.
To try again after the sack. Kelly. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Here's Wentz to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.